for them.
Yeah, in fact, that starting five for Tampa Bay probably looks like the one we're likely going to see on October 9th here at home against the Ottawa Senators, with Moser and Victor Hedman starting along the blue lines. We'll get to the goaltenders in just a moment as the Lightning dump it into the Carolina zone. Here's the rookie Bradley Nadeau trying to break away for the Hurricanes. Last game he played here in the Tampa Bay area was the rookie tournament up in Wesley Chapel.
Yeah, and he was showing extremely well, too. I really like what Nadeau could do for Carolina, but he got a taste of Victor Hedman on that last run. He's a good defender, and he's very physical. He had 30 points last year at Minnesota.
Minnesota Duluth, indeed, yes. This one goes into the corner. Crozier plays it away. Giovanni Smith, number 42 for Carolina, cannot advance the puck. This one sent back into the team's zone. In comes Groshev, flows quickly there on Bayreuther, forces a turnover, centered, and they score. A great bit of hustle by this line of the Lightning, forcing a turnover, and it is going to be Zegmus Girgensons with the goal, 1-0.
But this is what he does the best. He's a straight line player. He's going to be third, fourth line, probably fourth line. Go to the net hard, know where to go. He has enough experience. He knows all that. He's ready. He gets inside position.
Bayreuther, a defenseman up on the play. Here comes Bjorkstrand back in the other direction. Bjorkstrand, who came over around the trade deadline last season. Open man is Girgensons. His shot, rebound, scores! Zegmus Girgensons with his second goal of the game. And he's equaled his entire season total tonight.
He's a machine. This is outstanding. 8 or 10 goal guy, somewhere in that range. But 2 goals in the first period of the first game that he's playing in here at home at Benchmark Arena. Outstanding stuff. Just shooting the puck, again, straight lines. The Lightning with good presence in front of the net.
He was an associate coach last year in the American League and a very good team in Colorado. There's a scramble in front, and Miftakov finds that one with a glove. As we'll be right back on Scripps Sports Live with the Lightning Nashville Predators game at 7 o'clock. Join us for that one. And then the last 3 preseason games, all against the Florida Panthers. Centered out in front, and they score. That is Giovanni Smith, who took that nice pass from the corner. And that was not on his stick long. He taps it home and makes it 2-1.
In the Lightning zone. But the puck goes around the wall, and there's where the turnover happens. And that's where you end up with players out of position, because that was J.J. Moser, I believe, who got dumped along the wall. So now he should have been in front of the net. Sakowiak comes in and tries to help.
1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in that penalty against Gabriel Stuch. And here is Nadeau. Nadeau carries it in. LeBanc has got an assist. Johansson steers that aside to Max Groshev. Up through center ice. Here comes Braden Point. Point takes it wide. Bursts his beat. Point is in. And Miftakov makes the save. Sent around Lundmark. Stahoviak puts it up the boards, but turns it over. Here's a chance in front, and Johansson forced to make a save. Puck dumped back in by Carolina. Out of the corner, give and go play, and Smith with a wraparound attempt. Great save by Johansson on the back door. Ouch. Looks pretty good right now. Here's a pass down low. Walkout move by Gensel, and Miftakov shuts the door. Here's Point back into the corner for Gensel. On the man advantage, trailing by 1. Here comes Tampa Bay up the ice. Gensel to Duke. There's a shot, and Miftakov makes the save on Dominic James. 5 seasons in the German league. Into the middle they go. There's a shot. It's blocked. Rebound. Save. Rebound. Scores. Power play goal, and congrats to Wojtek Stahoviak, who gets a goal here in this preseason game.
Played in the German league 5+ years. He had 30 points last year, 10 goals and 20 assists, and shoots it, gets his own rebound. That's really good concentration and execution. Nothing fancy about it there, but coming in off the wing, that left-hand shot on the right side, your stick's in the middle of the ice. Western Hockey League team last year went all the way to the Memorial Cup. They lost in the final game, but he was the WHL playoff MVP last year.
Girgensons trying to get his NHL career back on track. He missed an entire season due to personal mental health reasons. Here's James. James in, and Mivchikov fights that one off. It comes loose, and it's tucked in at the far side. This is going to be a goal for Groshev, but I'll tell you what, Dominic James has been all over the place tonight.
James is really impressive. Ever since that first day of camp where I kept going, who is this kid? We didn't see him before. There's the backhand pass that he made, and then Mivchikov shouldn't have moved. That's when, for any goaltender, when you make a save and you don't know where it is, don't move. Well, he moved.
So James, we've told you, originally a 6th-round draft pick of the Chicago Blackhawks, and here he comes again. And you know who loves moments like this? NHL debuts, even if it's in the preseason? John Cooper. And I bet he'll have some good words about him after the game. Out in front, and it's tucked in. Back door. Nice play, and it got across to Gleb Trikozov, and he did not miss, and he makes it a 2-goal game again.
I believe that was Robidoux. Yep, Robidoux coming in here. The backhand pass. We just saw one from James at one end of the ice. Ended up eventually in a goal, and Robidoux holding on to it. Trikozov stick down.
And he couldn't tap that one home. Kotkaniemi slides across and takes a shot and scores off the glove of Mennigan and in.
A little bit of nerves there maybe from Mennigan, and he's going to shoot from that face-off dot. Those ones are not supposed to go in. Mennigan, I think, was really surprised. See him look at his glove there. But that's a short side shot, and here in this game.
But you're so right, Adam. You got 2 sets of guys in these games. The veterans trying to get in knock some rust off, and that one finds its way through. The shot taken from the point by Moser, and looks like Stahoviak gets the tip in front for his 2nd goal of the game.
Absolutely, what's happened right in front of us. You look at the replay there. Stahoviak with an excellent tip. He just goes to that area. He knows he's partial screen. You got 2 Carolina defenders right in the screen, and he gets a great high tip in the hash marks again. Get it up to the defense, D to D. It makes the goaltenders have to shuffle sideways, and it makes them open everything up. They're off their angle.
You can be all over a guy, but if you can't nullify his stick, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's some of the best defensive coaches, right? When they're teaching you, deep side, you're doing drills in front of the net and goaltenders in practice. A lot of the times it is that stick. You can be battling and physically working harder than anybody in the ice and sweating, but if you don't tie up that stick, it could go in the net.
Well, this one went in the net, and they did not tie up the stick of Gunler, who was right there, the back door, and he tipped one in he had no shot at, like this one here.
Yeah, that's right. And the Lightning overload there. You got 3 guys going into the corner, so they're trying to put pressure. That's just not the way you're supposed to do it.
He gets it free to Kucherov, goes back to Jake Guentzel. Moser, Kucherov steps in, down low, Guentzel back into the slot, scores! Great puck movement finished off by Oliver Bjorkstrand.
Yeah, we saw the flip-flopping of Bjorkstrand, who was an 11th rating point. We've seen that throughout training camp. We've seen them exchange positions, so you don't know exactly who you're going to deal with there. But look at the hands here by Guentzel, by Kucherov always. But he gets the puck down low to Guentzel, and Guentzel makes it look like he might come to the net, so he gets both players.
Girgensons is out of the box. It's now a 6-on-5. There's the shot. It's blocked into the corner. Back up top. Shot tipped. Oh, I thought that might have been in, but it was off the crossbar, and now they're saying it is in the net with 10 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, no whistle on the play. The referees, I guess, could still see it. And it'll come loose to the right side there. Mennigan with the good right pad save, but there are just too many guys in white jersey and 3 blue jerseys on top of 1 white jersey. So that means the puck's going to come loose, and I think Nadeau's the one who's going to end up putting it in. It's good hard work there against Giovanni Smith. he gets tackled there, but the puck's not underneath the goaltender.
So that is going to be the 2nd goal of the game for Giovanni Smith as well, as he joins Girgensons. Pretty wild third period. A total of 7 goals were scored as everybody got their money's worth. Those who hung around, another pretty decent crowd for a preseason game on a Friday night. And how about a 3-point game for Wojtek Stachowiak?